have a question for you both. You guys have covered this team for some years now, and this season obviously is just remarkable. Can you tell us that OMG moment when you realize this season that, oh, this is real, this is a thing? Go ahead, Ray.
I had to do this because you guys saw my reports and stuff all throughout the year. For me, it was the first day of rookie minicamp.
Mhm.
It was a couple things. One, you saw Jaden Daniels and you said, "Damn, I know it's early, but he's a little different from what I was looking at." And this gentleman in the corner down there used to tell me, "Just relax," and I respect it. But he was like, "Relax," but then he started seeing stuff.
Mhm.
It's just like you can't help but see it. The talent's there. But the other thing was, remember the video, Lou, that we shot of the team when they finally came together for the practice and did their drill that they do.
That's right.
I had never seen that in my life, ever. And it was pure energy. The coaches were in there jumping up and down, and they do it to this very day before every practice. And it was just like, wow, this is different. And then for me, my other OMG moment when it mattered was standing in that tunnel in the loss to Tampa in first game. And Adam Peters was literally arm's distance away from me, and his face was as red as their jersey. And he just walked off into their locker room, and it hit me like, this is good, because he's not going to allow this to happen. This isn't acceptable to him, to lose. And that was the sign that you could tell. It's no more lip service. It's no more, they'll find a guy that's a good player, not a great player, but market him around town as if they're Hall of Famers. And we saw too many of those too. Mm-hmm. So now they brought in a real Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. That's a Hall of Famer, as Lou said, to show you how you do conduct business on and off the field. So those are my OMG moments for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to agree with Lake with one of them, which was the rookie minicamp, because Lake and I were both there the year before, and we saw Carson Wentz throw footballs, and we were like, ooh.
Right, that ain't
it. And so when you saw somebody like Jaden Daniels do what he was doing, he was clearly the best player on the field immediately. And they were reining him back. You knew he was going to be the starter and everything like that. But for people who still have the post-traumatic stress disorder of Robert Griffin III, you were like, we hope it's more that he is a quarterback and not a track star trying to be a quarterback or what have you. That was my first aha moment that, wow, this guy, he can really play the position. But the other one for me is kind of a little obscure. And for me, it was the NFL draft. And the reason why I say that is because the most valuable person in this franchise to me is Adam Peters. I think that once you got that thing straight, not saying that if you got any of those other quarterbacks, things would have been different, whatever. But the fact of the matter is to have somebody who is now playing chess when before we were playing checkers is just so satisfying to me. Who remembers the Bobby Beathard's and remembers how you needed that general manager to know it and to know that this guy is sitting on close to $100 million of cap space and 7 and 8 draft picks for next year.
Right.
Yeah.
And that to me was the aha moment that this was not going to be a one and done. Maybe we might have a good season, and this is the real beginning of a decade or two of dominance, and you can see it now. Not saying that the injuries didn't matter in San Francisco, but the presence of Adam Peters last year that took that team to a Super Bowl, and now what he's doing now with this, He is the real deal. And to me, that was my aha moment, that we got probably the most important position in the front office. We got that thing right. And that was my aha moment.